What's up, guys? It's Yuka here, and welcome back to Flashback. Records were broken, Sylas made his debut, and the LEC title race sprang to life in an action-packed Week 4. So, let's get straight to the highlights. Kicking off the week, Schalke took on Misfits. Abudaga was out for blood, but disaster struck as Febeven outplayed him under tower and Memento was sniped by Hansama. Then Misfits were generous to their former player Ignar by giving him a 2-for-1 special on his Blitzcrank hook. Schalke had taken full control, and Misfits had no answers as Abudaga ran riot in their base, earning Schalke a vital win.
I just think, individually in terms of laning strength, we're just better across the board, so...
Then, SK Gaming looked to get their season back on track with a game against Splice. Foxdrop and Quickshot were left in disbelief at Norscaren's blind bone skewer through the fog of war.
Oh, no. He did not just do that.
I cannot believe that!
What was that?
Norscaren claims he's finally playing with his brain this season, but man, is he bad at math. The support miscalculated the blast plant and betrayed his teammate Vizicachi. The longest game of the split so far came to an end when SK secured the Baron, but were left sitting ducks, making Humanoid's job much easier. Having still not found a win, Rogue was in dire need of a strong performance against Origin. In a sneaky move, Alphari swapped Ghost to Ignite and left Prophet with no chance. But Rogue responded as Senkux was able to step up and solo kill Nukeduck in the mid lane. However, that was about as good as it got for Rogue, who didn't stand a chance against Patrick. Next up, it was Fnatic versus Excel in a cheeky bottom half clash. It was a good start for Fnatic as Nemesis and Broxa combined beautifully in the mid lane. But someone forgot to tell Hylissang that Rakan had been nerfed, as he stopped Exile dead in his tracks. Then, Frostgurren showed her clairvoyant skills as she predicted Fnatic's Baron kill.
Broxa just needs to go over this wall, kick him away, and then smite.
Cadril kicked away, he smites it.
That's how you do it, Broxa!
Fnatic were in full control, and they picked apart Excel's base for a much-needed second win. And closing out day 1, Vitality hoped to end G2's win streak and join them in first place. It was a great start for Vitality as Mowgli snuck into the bot lane and picked up first blood on Perks. However, Mowgli became overconfident, and his blue buff steal resulted in 3 kills going over to G2. Caps and Jizuke clashed in the mid lane, and both came out with a sliver of health. That was until Jankos pushed his beloved R button. And with a little help from Mowgli selling out Cabochard, G2 proved they're on a different level as Perks cleaned up for the win.
I'm really happy that I'm slowly catching up to Caps because I can't believe he's getting every single MVP.
After Sylas went 0-3 on the first day, the LEC teams went home to re-strategize before tackling day 2. Kicking off the action was Schalke versus Origin as the Royal Blues looked to extend their win streak. Schalke's bot lane had been the talk of the league, but Mithy returned to his European form, setting up first blood. And by the end of the game, it looked like he'd finally shaken off the North American dust. With 2 huge knockups, Mithy sealed the deal on Origin's confident win. Then, it was time for Rogue versus SK, who both desperately needed a win. Rogue came ready for war, and what did was doing everything he could to finally taste victory again, helping Senkux pick up a double. Yet, Rogue's issues persisted as Kiki's gifted SK a way back into the game, face-checking into their entire team. And SK took their chance with both hands. Crownshot went down fighting before Pyrion was able to find a triple kill and keep his team within reach of the playoffs. Next up, with both teams sitting at 4-3, Misfits took on Splice. Fights broke out across the map, but Splice edged out in front thanks to a beautiful snipe by Kobe. Misfits needed a good performance, and Febeven obliged with a huge triple kill before his teammates finished off the ace. But Misfits threw away that advantage after a disjointed engage from Maxlore and Soaz, allowing Vizicachi to clean up. The intense match went into the late game, which has always been Splice's domain. Kobe was untouchable and left Misfits' base in tatters. Following that was Excel versus Vitality as both teams looked to bounce back from day 1 losses. Excel threw everything they had at the early game, but they just couldn't touch Jizuke, who floated like a butterfly before Cabochard stung like a bee. The British underdogs couldn't land a punch, and finally Jizuke dealt the finishing blow with a triple kill in their base. And to close out the week, it was the long-awaited battle between Fnatic and the team that took caps from them, G2 Esports. Broxa and Bwipo teamed up in the top lane for an early kill, but G2 took the lead as Perks welcomed Reckless to his lane kingdom. G2 were cruising, and Cap showed Fnatic what they were missing as he solo killed Nemesis in the mid lane. It was incredibly one-sided, and after Caps deleted his former senpai Reckless, G2 put Fnatic out of their misery in the fastest win in European history, closing out at a record-breaking 20 minutes and 35 seconds. At the end of Week 4, G2 are still undefeated in first place, with Schalke and Vitality close behind, while Misfits have slipped down to 5th. You can see all of the action on watch.lollysports.com and earn in-game rewards in the process. Week 5 returns on Friday the 15th of February at 5:30 p.m. CET. You won't want to miss it.